Righto team, the wait's pretty much over. But before we roll over and wrap up these videos and roll on to the new stuff, I just want to share a couple of pieces of advice and also just give a small insight to the reason why this page was made. First piece of advice is the biggest regret that I have in my pig hunting career is not realizing what I have. And when I say that is I kind of I was kind of unfortunate in a way because I started off with a real good dog. Now I did nothing to develop Chop Chop apart from giving him work, but I thought that the way Chop Chop was, seeking out boars and stuff like that, and ending up a good finder, a good stopper, that's just what happens. But as I've found out, no, it's not. So my biggest piece of advice to you guys is if you've got that good dog, appreciate it, breed from it, and if he's a male, get some straws if he's an exceptional dog. The one thing I wish is I had straws on ice by Chop Chop, because by God, I've been getting every bitch pregnant in the country. So that's my first piece of advice. The second piece of advice is never take things for granted. We live in such a beautiful country and are very fortunate that we can appreciate the great outdoors and everything that it has to offer. So yeah, we're only on this earth for a small amount of time. So yeah, get out, get amongst it while you're still fit and young, and yeah, just appreciate Aotearoa. As you could see by a lot of my videos, I've trialled a lot of different backup dogs, trying to find something the same as Chop. But yeah, those Chops don't come around every day. I'm not going to tell you what breeds work. You fellas will have all your own ideas. Share some advice though. Well, one thing I will say is the Lockley dog. John Lockley's been breeding dogs longer than I've been alive, so they've stood the test of time. It's just like any breed. You get good ones, you get bad ones. But yeah, for a start, they definitely worked for me, and I hope to get another pup in the future at some point. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, the dogs I've got now are no breeding behind them whatsoever, so maybe that's a go. Just go get dogs out of the pound. Anyway, now the insight to why I've decided to create this page in the YouTube channel, it's pretty much simple. I sat down as a kid with my grandfather, and he used to tell me his pig hunting stories while he was sitting around having a cup of tea, and I just loved it. Now, as I've got older, I've thought about some of those stories, but I've actually got no videos and no pictures. All I've got is just memories in my head. And I don't want that for my kids and my grandkids. I'd like them to have something to look back on. And yeah, man, some of the magic times I've had have been made out in the Ngāhere. So yeah, I was not very good at school. I was not very academic. I would have loved to have written a book of my hunting experiences, but I get just as much thrill telling it through a video as I do actually out there catching the pigs. So that's one huge insight. Now I've enjoyed retelling these stories through my videos for you guys, and it's good for me because I'm always looking back at old videos, and now I have a place where they're all together, and I don't have to go searching through my phone. Now I just want to get onto my motto: if you can't be good at it. Fake it till we make it, and you only get out what you put in. I was always taught as a kid that if you're gonna be good at something, don't just be good at it, be great. Fake it till we make it. Well, life, we just wing it through life, don't we? Well, that's how I live. I just wing it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Next. And you only get out what you put in. Well, that's plain and simple. You can't expect to have good dogs if you're not willing to put the time and effort in, or just anything. You know, you want to be good at your job. Well, hey, do whatever you need to do to be good at your job, whether that be study, pick people's brains. You're never too old to learn new things, as I'm finding out. So yeah. Anyway, let's roll on to some of these newer videos. I'll first start with an introduction to the dogs and where they've come from, and it'll start off slow, and then we'll just start ramping it up.